What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and welcome to the first episode of the FBL Podcast. I'm joined here today with the owner of the league, Nick. Say hello.
Hello.
I'm also joined by Mr. Internet himself, Harris.
Yeah.
The co-host of the league, Jamal Persona.
What up? It's your boy.
Resident shitposter, Kyle.
Yes, sir, ski.
Mr. Illinois himself, James.
Yo, what's up, guys?
And Tristan.
In the flesh, I'm here. It's time.
Alright, I think I got everybody this time. So, welcome to the first episode of the FBL Podcast. If you do not know what the FBL is, don't worry. Unless you are one of 36 people on planet Earth, you're not alone. So, basically, we are a Pokemon league. We've been open for about 9 seasons. I've been here for only 2. So, yeah, I will let Nick talk about it for a little bit, and then I think we will keep going. Nick?
Basically, this season, we're going from D1, D2 to D3 in skill level. D1 being the best, D3 being not the best. They're mostly newer players or learning players or players getting back in the game. Should
Or
be
just
good.
trash.
Or could be just trash. I was trying to be nice, but
I mean, yeah, Theo. Oh, I forgot. Theo's not here.
We're
That's
cutthroat
tough.
around
That's
here.
tough.
Let's just be out in the open. We're cutthroat. It's not easy.
yeah, for the most part. I'm in D1. Jamal's in D1. Harris is in D1. Kyle's in D1. Tristan's in D1. Mystery and James sitting in D2.
Unfortunate. All right. Well, also Theo, who will probably be here for more episodes than episode 1, is not here. I messaged him and he's still not here. So you know what? We're gonna have to do without him.
If he joins, he joins.
But yeah, he's the resident D3 member of women's division.
You just want to tell me the whole time they waste time.
So this is probably gonna be like either weekly or bi-weekly. I'm not really sure yet. We'll figure it out, and I'll probably put something in like the description. So yeah. I kind of want to talk about a few things. So like, who do you guys think will be like offensive, defensive MVP for your own leagues? And then like, who could surprise you with a playoff berth? Someone that usually doesn't make playoffs or doesn't go very far.
Whoever has the winner, winning the league. I'm just saying.
You just want to start D1?
Yeah, we'll go with D1 first.
Name all players first.
Eon seems to think he's going to go far, but I don't think he is.
Okay.
That's my personal take.
Same.
I mean, he's missed playoffs, 2 years in a row?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Carboni might surprise us if he returns to form.
Yeah, I think Carboni is like the only surprising one.
I mean, my only goal of this season is to make sure Jake doesn't win. There's no other goal for me.
Yeah, just to give context, Jake
I'll-
won back to back, so we
Yeah.
try to stop him.
We need a new
Yeah,
winner.
I'll take myself out just to take him out.
Build a counter team? Yes, sir.
Use
Yeah.
that destiny bond.
Yep. Pretty much.
And then for D2, I'm thinking nobody really knows James yet since he's new. I think he could definitely have a run. Obviously, I'm going to try and win my shit. I'm trying to think. I think Monster's going to go farther than a lot of people are expecting because I know some people are not. Think he's resident random battler. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a random battler, but he
He's
shows
not bad.
promise.
Honestly, I can feel. I wouldn't be surprised if no one made it far. He's been grinding.
Is he in D3 or D2?
No,
D2.
Noah's in D2.
Okay.
He's been grinding, bro.
I think he could get a playoff spot.
Noah
No,
made first time D1 when it was majors.
Oh, wow.
He didn't do
I
great.
can go far.
He didn't do great, but he did better than Ace.
Shocker.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna
I
put that
can
out
see
here
going
now.
far.
Ace is awful. All right. People that I think could not make playoffs, that probably should. I think obviously I'm going to say Robert because Robert's dog. And Robert, I hope you're listening to this right now. I hate you, and I hope you die every single
Oh my
day.
god.
Wow.
Toxic.
Anyway, I think it's possible that Skylar doesn't make it, depending on the team she doesn't or that she does draft. She's
Doesn't is
somebody
a better
that.
word.
Huh?
As long as she's not drafting Dragapult again.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't draft Dragapult to get like 3 kills in 11 games, we love to see it.
And they say it's bad.
Yeah.
It has no resist.
All normal decks beat it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think
Big,
D1's
this is such
kind
big
of,
packs.
or D2's kind of just wide open for me. I think anyone can make playoffs. I think anyone can get relegated.
Mhm.
Honestly,
It
the,
really
the,
is.
big, the
Besides
big
me.
surprise. honestly, the big surprise card in D2 is Ant. He coming back after
Yeah, I definitely
hiatus.
think you're right on that.
And, honestly, Ant got two force to him. It's like, all right, decent Ant to Jack the Mono type dragon. Ant.
I don't know. I mean, he kind of just did for Oregon too.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
mean,
understand the
also-
He may
franchise of
be having a
Porygon too.
plan.
I didn't
I
understand.
mean, and also did franchise Magirna like 2 seasons ago, and it didn't come for like 5 games straight. So like,
Imagine having a Magirna and not bringing it to every single game.
And then he traded away and quit it.
Yeah, I just know
And
that
then even
Ant.
worse to the traded partner.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Kyle.
I just know
Beat your
Ant's,
ass.
Ant's go-to walls P2. It's just always like when he has a good team, it's on there. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Ant has a 16-point Porygon too. I can.
Peach is
That
really
It got
safe.
teleport. It got teleport, man. It's busted now.
I still
Nobody
can't
can
get
teleport
Very
that
fun.
fast.
I could see Ant drafting a team he's really comfortable with because he's back to Pokemon now. He hasn't played in a little while, so if he wants to just kind of make playoffs and get back into the swing of things, I could see him just kind of going for that route, not necessarily trying to win it all.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Like if we get Ant when Ant was good, I'd say playoff run. If we get washed Ant, I'm saying borderline relegation.
He's going to D3.
Gonna be with the
Most
women.
definitely.
Speaking of D3, that brings me to our returning member that I'm glad to see. Oh my
Our boy,
Me.
our
my
boy's
God.
back.
He's back. My
Yeah,
guy
but-
Mies.
If anyone doesn't know, Mies was in the original first 2 seasons. Took 6 seasons off and is finally back for season
Mies.
9.
After many times we have
It
bugged
has
him to
been
come
a
back,
minute.
he finally accepted it.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see how well my boy does. I hope he wins.
You gotta go crazy.
I think D3 is going to be a little bit better than people are expecting because, like you talk about Mies, who knows what he's doing. I think Slink is at least capable as a battler. I think Theo has a good chance to kind of go places. James, not the one in call, but the other James. I think he definitely at least has a shot. I think D3, it might not be super interesting for like the entire division, but I think playoffs could definitely be interesting.
I think
Yeah,
too
depending on
that,
who
that
makes
Paul
it.
might be able to squeak into playoffs.
Who?
I don't know how far he'll
Paul's
go,
been
but I
showing
think Paul
promise
might be it.
recently. After off-season, Paul's been showing.
Yeah, Paul beat me.
He's been
Like,
picking it up.
I don't know. After the regular season, I just have no confidence in Paul.
I don't know. I think he had a team that really didn't fit him very well. Like he obviously didn't understand really how to use Manaphy, which is understand. I mean, it's not a super hard one to use, but
Okay, but like, Manaphy's known for its broken move Tail Glow. Man was running sub toxic on it toxic protect U-turn Skull most weeks.
I mean, if like say let's say he gets a team that he's really comfortable with, is it crazy to see him get like 7 wins in a playoff spot?
I mean, it
It's not
depends.
it's
not out of the park because it is 3-3, but like, I gotta see some evidence. Hold
I
up.
definitely think he
agree
could
with
win
you.
Also,
5 or
I'm
6
pretty sure
games.
Paul is drafting he's drafting a Sun team, which I mean that like we've talked about it is kind of like an easier way to get easier wins. Like
Just build around weather. Yeah.
trying to expose his team. Wow.
I mean, I think this is going up after the draft, so it should be fine.
I mean, yeah, it's happening tomorrow, so it shouldn't really be a big deal.
Oh yeah, so it'll be good.
I mean, D3 is just like D2. Like anyone can make playoffs. I really think.
Besides,
Yeah, this is just more of a wild card. Hey, who'd you say, Kyle?
besides Ace.
Yeah.
We talking about D3.
Ace is dog shit. Bro, if Ace makes playoffs, I will make sure I beat him. He will not make it through. No, sir.
In D2, I think Ace can do decent if he drafts a team he's comfortable with. Or
Ace
not
is
even
so
that he's
weird.
comfortable with. Something that Ace is known for building teams that don't have breakers.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has
Just
like
random
random mons thrown on team
And Senna
sometimes.
Scorch.
he does like to go very bulky.
His
got
breaker
his
last
favorite
season was
pawns.
Centiscourge.
He's also
No, it's
he's also
Duraludon.
known for winning
It's
serves well.
Duraludon.
We can't forget that.
Or like
you're right, Duraludon.
yeah. Or like sometimes he has the tools to bring and break stuff.
He
He
just
just
doesn't.
does it. Yeah.
But then he's 6-0 Matt, and it's like, well,
Matt, that was crazy. Honestly, I don't know. Ace, my main thing is Ace is. Well, I feel like Ace main problem is that like, bro, he just don't have zero confidence in his play or like his building. Like he has
That's
zero
true, that's
confidence.
true.
And then
I
when
think-
someone gives him criticism, he thinks he's bitching
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
That's the
Exactly.
thing is
Literally-
people can't
Literally,
give
not
him
only
valid
does-
criticism.
He literally doesn't like taking criticism because he either thinks we're like clowning him,
Bullying him.
or it's like even when he like listens to like me or like Nick, it's like it doesn't feel like he applies the criticism we give him. He's like, yeah, whatever. Like,
Mhm.
no, We trying to help you out. You
It's
my
okay to
friend.
have confidence in yourself, but I think at a point you have to just kind of realize, like, you know, you've been playing League for close to 6 years now, and you really haven't improved all that much. Like, you're not in the top of a division. You know, you're not projected to even win the division you're in.
Like
you know, take
he's
some
so
criticism
like off
and
and
improve.
on. Like
Yeah.
he's so inconsistent. I don't call out Ace for like just the hell of it. I want to see him do well, but like, bro, it doesn't feel like he wants to do well.
I've always said though, his biggest problem it's not even in his building. It's in his game plan. He never has a game plan going in.
Mhm.
Like most people have, like, yeah, I chip this down, I set up rocks, I bring in my sweeper, I get my sweep off. Ace never has a plan when we talk about building. It's always he has the team and he just goes on the fly, or like he just presses buttons. And personally,
exactly.
I don't know how to do that. Like I
which
need
is weird because like when you're prepping, like you kind of make a game plan based off that prep alone. So I don't know how you don't manage to have one when you're just prepping.
He builds
So I
like
just feel
6
like
lines
I'm
are
fucking
good.
at
Like,
random.
I can understand maybe not knowing like what to lead with into like the battle, or like what to do to get to that point. But like you usually want to have a game plan. Like, all right, you want to at least know what your win con is. Like,
Mhm.
really, you should be looking at the prison team. Be like, all right, my win con is this mon, so I want to keep this mon like around for a good amount of time.
It's like the season 5 playoffs. He had problems with Celesteela when we played in regular season, and he refused to go Zapdos.
Yeah.
And then we play in the playoffs, literally same result. He refuses to go Zapdos on Celesteela. Celesteela eats his team alive, and then I just win late game because he can't do anything because all his mods are shit. Like Zapdos get Bruised for a reason. Use it. It doesn't matter if you're lead seated or protected. You can pivot out, or you can just discharge, or maybe get a parry on it. I don't know. That's just how it is.
Yeah, I think it's really just a willingness to not improve that kind of holds him back, you know.
It's just I feel like it's just mainly a lack of confidence. Like he every time he's like yeah, I know I suck. Like, bro, you shouldn't be fine with that. If you know you suck, you should try to improve.
Yeah, you should try to
too,
get
that comes
better.
with like a lot of your build. Like when you, like what Harris was saying, when you build, you're kind of building them on like, hey, I have this or 1 or 2 mons that are like, no matter what they bring, I kind of want to lead with these mons because I want something set up. I want my rocks up as soon as possible because it doesn't win against his team. I want to see what he's gonna go for. I want to pivot out. I want to, you know what I mean? So kind of things like that.
But again, it's like I think he just needs confidence. Like, bro, he's always like you can't be going into a battle already thinking you about to take the L, because then you most likely are. You gotta be like, all right, I have a chance
That's
to
big
win.
facts.
You gotta at least be like, I got a chance to win. Anything possible. It is Pokemon.
I want to pose a question to you then. If say he like somehow goes like 8-3 and like wins like 2 playoff games, maybe not wins it all, but gets to the finals or something, do you think that helps the confidence, or do you think he doesn't feel good about himself because he didn't win it all?
I mean,
it depends
on the people he beats on the way. Like,
let's say he beats me in semifinals.
Like, if he say somehow he beats like you and like maybe
like Noah round 1,
or like Noah, like if he beat, like I feel like he'll have a little confidence, like, okay, I beat Mystery, I got the dub.
Noah's not losing the Ace. Noah has
I'm saying like just imagine.
Yeah.
I'm saying just imagine though.
Noah has a personal vendetta against Ace because Noah had a chance to make playoffs. Noah had a chance to make playoffs a couple seasons back, and all he always had to do was not get 6-0'd, and Ace made playoffs. Ace went into that match and got 6-0'd murdered.
Yeah, he didn't even
and
try.
Noah hated Ace ever since that in League. He has a personal vendetta against him in League.
I love Noah. What a guy.
The thing about Ace is, like, I feel like if guys take advice, make game plans,
Actually,
games, he can actually improve. Genuinely,
me too.
Do that. But since he refuses to do that, it's kind of hard. I mean, you're just playing the same predictable way every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of glad we brought up Noah too. Like, lately, Noah's is kind of like the opposite of Ace. Like, they're like kind of opposite. Like, Noah, he literally started off as like Garbo tier, but yet he didn't give up. He didn't be like, oh yeah, I suck, I'm gonna live with that. Nah, he said, he said, Nick, teach me. He said, help me. And then ever since he started grinding, he got better and better.
I mean, he's like, what, the 5 seed last year in D2?
I won't lie.
Like he has, like Noah has been improving so much, and like I can see it because I've been there since season 1. I've been seeing him grind. And I'm like, okay, Noah getting some thumbs, he getting better.
I feel like if Noah just starts, being more proactive plays and just being a little more aggressive, he's trying to get it.
Yeah, like if he gets, I think if he like just sharpens up more, like makes more predictions.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can like really become that good player. Like, cause like he still has like that tendency where like he just makes like standard plays.
He just
or,
clicks
like,
what's in front of him.
Exactly, and like doesn't think that too much about the end game. But like I feel like once he gets that and makes some more predictions, he could be a good player. He could be like one of the best in the server.
And keep in mind, Noah only plays FBO. He doesn't ladder. He doesn't do rand match usually. He doesn't have another league. This is his league.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still improving. Like compared to Ace, who like actually does play ladder sometimes. He plays in multiple leagues, like more leagues than like probably like everybody in this server. Like the closest one is maybe
playoffs and off season. Like he's just getting better. Like there's
it really goes to show what confidence means.
Exactly.
I mean, Noah like handed Robert his ass in that game.
Exactly.
Robert's D1, Noah's D2. Like, there's not that far of a skill gap.
Exactly, and even like
to me, like Robert's in the middle of like being a D1 coach and being a D2 coach. He's not really like firmly D1 to me, but he's not bad either. Just there.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Oh, we got
future
Theo
D3 champ is here. It's Theo.
I didn't know we started.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of the episode. Welcome back.
What's up, Theo?
I kind of did the same thing as Noah, because like when I first got here a few years ago, I was one of the worst players here, and now I'm in D1.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like you've been improving too. Like it's been like obviously a little quicker since like you had like good experience.
Fair enough.
Before, but like it's that you still been improving as well.
This has always been like my big league. I've never been like super into doing other ones. I did have me and Mystery did leagues for a while though.
Yeah, the PBL was a thing, but I mean after like season 4, it kind of just started dying out. Like season 5 and 6 didn't even finish.
That's what happened to my league as well. It just.
I feel like
whatever league I'm gonna suck relegate this year.
Okay.
Women's division, here I come.
Join Theo.
Join me.
I feel like most leagues do die out after a while unless you like actually are active with them. Like we've lasted 9 seasons because we've changed a lot of things.
You got to be really committed.
Plus, it's like it's different. It's not like we're fully on focus on like just the league. It's like a mix. It's more like a family league.
Exactly.
Like a family
that's the huge difference. Like people actually call in there.
The main thing is like the league, but like we also have like side things. Like we still talk to each other like normal beings. We're not always talk about Pokemon.
Yeah, like we
still have like real conversations.
Yeah, we have like Smash tournaments. We have the gacha games. I mean, we did Prices Right earlier today randomly.
We talk about like other things too, like things going on in the world, this and that, like.
Yeah.
Mystery love interest.
Yeah, my love interest, bro.
Oh yeah, and of course,
I'm
anime,
right here.
Fuck out of here, you gay ass.
Oh, hold up, committed on video. Hold up.
Anime. Thumbnail.
Theo is gay.
You'll never
First
believe what he did to me on video.
Gay? What is for the future?
Question mark.
Yo, so what do you guys think about like the draft as a whole, though? Like for D3, let's say, because it's coming up tomorrow. Like, who do you see like the first few months?
No, I'm just saying anyone that drafts at Chansey is winning D3. That's all I'm saying.
I think the only chance he'll be drafted in D3. I think a lot of the top mons will just kind of go because it's less experience. They're just going to take the top mons.
Honestly, I feel like some of the top mons will go like in the later rounds. Like, depending on
I haven't been in the league too long, but I've been noticing a lot, especially with D3 and a lot with the people in D2, is that a lot of middle tier Pokemon are prioritized over top tier Pokemon. Like you see a lot of 12, 13, 14 point mons going a lot earlier than they should.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that'll happen a lot in D1, D2. D3, I guarantee almost every mon above 19 points will be taken.
Yeah, I feel
like people in D3 are just going to go for what they're comfortable with and what they like.
Yeah,
maybe.
I
And that's
know.
fine by me because
I know from what Jake said, like since a lot of D3s like from his league, I know he says they're like kind of like used to stall. So yeah, I definitely see chance of getting drafted.
I mean,
And like,
a solid season.
The other thing is like
Stall.
stall is really easy to draft. It's really easy to play.
Mhm.
It's like
Yeah.
it's not that hard.
It's
like
not
at the
basic
super
same
dull
stall.
time,
amount
it's
of
also
points.
easy to beat. But like in D3, you know, I could definitely see people struggling. I could
Yeah,
definitely
you
see
gotta
some.
build specific. You gotta build for mons as opposed to like a team.
Yeah, but like I could definitely see certain people getting around it easy. Like Mies, he has the experience, so he's not gonna lose to like stall that easily.
Mhm.
Same with even like Steph, honestly.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, the thing about stalls, you kind of have to play perfect. I mean, like, stall's designed to not lose. It's not really designed to win. So you kind of have to just play. You have to always be in the driver's seat because if you're
And
reeling,
it's
then stall just
it's
takes
harder to
advantage
do
of
in
you.
like D3 because like
It's easier. It's easier to be more.
it's easier to do three. I mean, it's like it's hard to do in draft because it's like you know what mons your opponent has, so it's
Yeah.
like I just got the perfect set. Like,
But it's also easier to be more proactive versus stall because the stall player isn't making plays and you are. So
Yeah.
you have more
exactly.
chances to
Like
be in a good position. and play.
versus stall, like one double from the offensive player could end the entire game sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're pretty much in the driver's seat as long as you're playing from ahead. Stall is able to be beat. It's just like when you start playing from behind and you make one misclick or something. Like say you put up rocks and they switch in their Sableye and send it back to you. Like you're just kind of fucked
Yeah.
at that point.
Or like if you went for like a T spike,
Yeah.
over. Game, wrap it up.
Yeah, wrap it
Yo,
up.
actually,
T-spike,
Theo,
that's-
wait, Theo, since you about to be drafted tomorrow, how you feeling? How you feel going into the draft?
Oh yeah, the interview. The only D3 here.
I mean, I'm fine. I'm confident in my draft as long as I'm basically able to get my first 2 picks.
Theo, just so you know, this is going up after the draft. So if you want to talk about your mons,
Oh, okay. So as long as I can get Victini and Mega Venusaur, I'm pretty confident in the rest of my draft because
Okay.
everything else can be
That's a
replaced
hell of a
pretty
order.
easily.
Ooh, plus
The
the
core-
Fable? Yeah, you probably just
The
shit
core,
on everyone.
my Firewater Grass
That's a
core is
rock
Mega
on it.
Venusaur,
Yeah.
Suicune, and Victini.
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty
Hopefully.
cool.
Mystical Fable
Try
will
to
be
hit that
disgustingly
Throwback
hard to break.
Thursday on them. That Gen 6.
See, I
He really
love
is.
I love the Suicune pick now because it can actually be offensive with like agility, weakness, policy
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
I really like the new DLC moves for the dogs.
Yeah, I think Suicune's
yeah,
gonna be
speaking-
really, really underrated in draft.
I mean, at the same time,
What mon do you think is gonna do really well with the DLC moves?
Magirna or
the
Lucky?
weak one.
My boy
Tappers.
Lycanroc does. That's fine.
Magirna, like
Oh, you fags.
I think Magirna would definitely be my pick. Like, he got so much.
I think
No,
Magirna out of that is going to be like one of the.
No,
top
honestly, I
three.
feel like Wario's gonna be a big threat.
Oh
Bro,
my God,
like I've been using regular Wario's in a different league, and oh my goodness,
Well,
it's
dude,
just
with Mystical Fire now and Aura Sphere, it gives it so many
and
options too.
baton pass. Literally,
Yeah.
the trick on
Baton
Wario's
pass.
is so much better with baton pass.
agility too. It
Oh
just
yeah,
it-
agility.
They
Okay.
give a lot of mods like body press and stuff like that too, so I think it'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
body press just a good move to have. Like.
Oh
on
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Mega
body press, mega aggron,
Mega
yo.
Aggron for sure.
Piss
Yeah.
one.
Oh, Mega
They
Aggron,
give
something-
die.
body press the Blastoise too, which I think
Something I want to bring up is obviously Slowbro because it has teleport now, and it also
Oh,
has
yeah.
like a bunch of cool buffs like Nasty Flat and Sword Power and shit like
Oh, yeah,
that.
teleport.
Oh shit, Clefable got mystical
Also,
fire.
body press. It has
I mean,
So-
Clef already got Fire Blast.
Me and Tristan were talking about this earlier. What do you guys think is better in draft? Because you can use an item on Slowbro. Do you think Mega Slowbro is better or just regular Slowbro?
Mega
mean-
Both have their merits.
I think regular is better because like you have options on like resist berries and leftovers and stuff.
I was thinking regular Slowbro was better.
And it's
Yeah, I think-
cheaper in value generally.
Yeah,
That's
I
one of the
think
reasons.
regular slow pro is better because like it's
and baton pass.
it's
Regular
because-
Slowbro is actually
Go ahead.
regular Slowbro is better, but like it's cheaper in this format, but in most cases it's a little more expensive because it has that item and stuff like you can run like resist berries, you can run like leftovers, you can
Pretty
run
much
offensive
guarantee you
if
take
want.
any one hit and get regen
plus-
teleporter.
exactly like honest like because you could do things where it's like you can have a Cobra Berry and you fire like a Weavile. You take that knockoff, hit it with a Fire Blast or like Thunder Wave it to cripple it. Like
Yeah, it gets so much
I think-
coverage with this Gen 1 privilege.
Yeah, but it's so also weird because like you get a negative priority like momentum hit. So like you can literally just take a hit, and just get momentum into your breaker, and then just get regen it off. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh, parting shot and Incineroar.
Didn't
I
already
think
have Party
Tapu
Shot?
Bulu is going to be looking
Yeah, I
No.
did have party
coverage
shot,
again.
but
Oh, did it?
oh no, it didn't.
No,
It
it's
was
Go
an
ahead,
X-Men.
you turn.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I think Torn T is going to be another good one with like
Yeah,
boots
Torn
and
T's a
that.
huge
Oh,
one.
Torn T nasty plot. That's heat.
Also, Zapdos and Hurricane. That's
I was
another
about
good
to say, I was like, no, go break it down. My guy Zapdos?
Speaking of
my.
electric types, we got Raikou getting at grounds now.
Oh yeah, with that skull, it landed from Suicune. It landed from Suicune.
It really did. It really did. And
Yeah.
Entei didn't learn Earthquake from anybody.
Alright, cut the tape. We don't need it. Yo, Game Freak, if you hear this somehow, please. Where my earthquake? Where my earthquake intake?
Continue
Game
to disrespect us.
I want to know
I think
your
a
guys'
legit
opinion.
underrated pick is Buzzwole. It actually got close combat in Darkest Lariat.
Yeah, that's
so,
really cool.
Oh,
So
yeah,
did
right,
Bulu.
they go close combat.
Yeah,
Bulu-
Bulu's a big one too.
Bulu
Bulu and
Close
Coco
combat
getting
now,
play
play
rough.
rough, Darkest Lariat, and high horsepower.
Yeah, I think Bulu definitely helped.
I think Bulu's
Oh wait,
gonna be
we
better.
forget an obvious one. Okay, let me just bring up this one because this is gonna be a demon. Nasty Plot Sam.
Oh yeah.
Oh my, yeah, Nasty
Pick,
Mega
yo,
Zam
pick
is kind
one.
of crazy.
Got that
We did ban
170 special attack.
We
I'm
did
just
ban
saying,
half
you
of
got-
Exam, but
Oh yeah,
still.
we banned. But oh wait, also another one. D-Dance Aerodactyl. Oh yeah, I can
mean,
talk
you're
from
right.
experience. I can talk.
Most of us here firsthand have had
I can talk.
experience with.
Make
Mega
a D-Dance Aerodactyl. That shit cancer, bro. I'm not ready. I don't want to
You
play.
have to run Dragon Dance really because it's already naturally fast. Like you can run Adamant in most of its games.
Exactly, but like
Yeah.
D-Dance is like, what up? We got that boost.
Low teams, like just max HP some games. It's so fast.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of mons that just didn't necessarily get buffed really high, but like really benefit from hidden power being gone. Obviously Zygarde 50, Gliscor,
sure.
Lander's T.
Oh
Stuff like
yeah.
I think
Yeah, the
all the
full-time
four times
arrow,
weak
the
to
water
ice,
ground.
like Ferrothorn, you know, and anybody
Yeah,
that's four times
especially-
weak to ice.
Especially Cybertoad. I feel like Cybertoad is gonna be really good because like it's a water ground that can beat its other like
It's already
relatives.
shown that it is in Gen 8. Like,
I think Gothic Tail's really good because it gets like cosmic power and stored power, and it does, and there's no pursuit in the game anymore.
Mhm.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
Oh wait, low key a sleeper one. I feel like some sleeper ones are definitely gonna be like Uxie and Mesphitter, like because they're
Oh,
both
yeah,
here,
they got
but they also
nasty
got
plot.
nasty plot. Yeah, so
Did
it's like,
either of them get Baton Pass?
Huh?
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay.
oh no, they said they got Baton Pass. Uxie
Oh,
and
they did?
Mesphitter.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did.
they-
Okay,
yeah,
that's
they got
interesting.
They also have Encore.
That's
And
kind of a
also
fun
for-
option for teams then. Like if you did like sub encore nasty plot baton pass. I mean, it's kind of heat.
The Reggies are getting body slam and heavy or body press and heavy slam.
I was gonna say body slam ain't nobody care.
Y'all sleeping on Draining Kiss Feeny.
Draining
That's
Kiss
actually
Feeny.
kind of good.
You also got,
Oh yeah, it got recovered.
they got recovery in like Draining Kiss, Iron Defense,
I don't know.
and it also gets like, you know, got cool moves like that. It's actually a lot more threatening of a
But that
setup.
the same time it defoxes
Yeah.
his terrain away and then you get toxic.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
like-
thing.
Feeny is
It's cool
honestly
that
like
it-
people always thought
it's
Bulu
cool.
like when it first came out, Bulu was like the worst of them, but Feeny is definitely the worst of the four. At least that's my opinion.
I think after the DLC,
I disagree
I
personally.
mean, we'll
I
see.
disagree.
I think Bulu's hurt too much by its 4 times weakness, and I've always thought that.
the 4 times weakness is pretty bad because Poison's more popular than ever since Fairies came out.
I mean, yeah,
that's
but like
true.
Feeny kind of like it defeats its own purpose sometimes, whereas Bulu can just fucking throw 80% on just about anybody.
I
Yeah,
also think
Woodhammer,
a lot of-
Woodhammer just demolishes Pokemon. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter
don't-
the typing.
Simply a
I
revenge.
also think a lot of low tier mons got a bunch of decent buffs. For example, like Noivern has the boots now, so you know
Oh,
it can
yeah,
just
the-
swing.
The Tims.
I think Boots is
Good.
huge, honestly, just for Gen 8 in general. That's the best
Boots
item.
is like that's the best item in the game.
100%.
Honestly.
Oh yeah,
Bug types exist again because of boots.
Well, like, yeah, Volcarona is fucking so
Man, a
free
lot
now.
of mods exist with boots. It's like, hold up, I could run Roost, or let me hear this out. I could just run the Tims. That'd be good.
Well, like, if you're facing a team with webs, you just throw the boots on everybody and you're just chilling. Like, I mean,
There's also the, there's also the
What a
fact
dumb
that-
idea.
There's also the fact that hidden power nerf that some fairies got nerfed. For example, Florges lost hidden power fire, so it literally has 0 way of threatening fuels now.
Exactly.
Unlike Sylveon.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
you didn't get mystical fire.
Yeah,
they
the
did
only
Florges
like,
dirty.
nah, we
we
talk about
don't.
mods that got.
we
that
don't
got
need no fire flower.
we talk about mods that got bodied by Jolteon Superior right there.
Yo,
Oh my
Jolteon
goodness.
got the-
Well,
Well,
yeah,
I think
oh,
it's just
shout out
electric
to
types in
Jolteon.
general really got screwed over. Unless you're not, like, if you're not named Raikou, you pretty much got fucked over by hidden power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like,
Or you're not,
Sarah Aura.
Zekrom.
Well-
like,
Zoroark.
I mean, most
Koko.
electric types. Well, the good electric types can actually like somewhat threaten ground types, like Thundurus gets Grass Knight, Zero Aura gets Grass Knight, Raikou gets Scald, Rotom Wash is a Rotom Wash, shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but those are the really good electric types, anyways. We're talking about the
it's the ones that rely on
like the
HP
mid,
ice.
like the mid to bowers are like kind of. I mean, electric bar still gets ice punch.
Well, like I
yeah,
think Jolteon now, Jolteon's best fit is on rain. Hello.
Yeah, I still think it hurt Jolteon the most.
Yeah.
Heliolisk still got Surf. I mean, Zebstrike is just bad in general, unfortunately.
nobody
I
Use
feel like
those
the
up straight,
changes
yeah.
it kind of makes to like getting rid of hidden power kind of makes changes to the way people format their drafts because they may choose to draft like a specific type of Pokemon entirely instead of just putting hidden power ice on a Pokemon.
Plus I feel like it with like no hidden power, it's definitely gonna be easier to like. It's gonna be easier for people to prep because like, all right, I just need to check. Like, say I get Ferrothorn,
Exactly.
I just need to check if a mon gets a fire type move. Boop boop boop.
It takes another guessing factor out of the game, and I really think without hidden power, it shows real skill in the game too.
I do think
a little bit less goes into building because, like, you know, if you say run like an HP Fire Scizor for like a Fortress, like I've done in the past, like I think that's like good building. Whereas, you know, if you just run HP Fire on like Jolteon to catch a Ferrothorn or something, like that's just, you know, I don't know, that's kind of lazy building. You're just, you know, throwing a move on there to hit somebody that's 4 times weak. You know?
I mean, I'll give you an example. I played Eon a couple seasons back. I didn't have a fire type on my team. He had a Ferrothorn. I had hidden power fire on every mon. Yeah, because I just didn't want to deal with that. Now, if I'm drafting, I'm gonna make sure I have a fire type.
Exactly. Or
I'm gonna make sure I have fire coverage on a good mon. Like, I don't know, like I'll draft an across
like
with
another
Heatwave.
example, it's like, or like, you know, you can like
Crobat with
be like trying to play well, but then like, you know, you get by hidden power ice, and it's like, well, I guess I lose.
By the way, something I kind of like want to point out is even though we have a weather tax here in FBL, I still feel like rain's going to be pretty good because, you know, Mega Swampert did get a bunch of buffs like Liquidation, Bulka.
I think people are going to be scared to draft it, but if they do, it's really good.
And it also get like
they got.
And then you have like cheap brain setters like Politoed. You have Zap, Torntia.
Like Rain just got better with like some DLC moves.
Yeah, you also have Kingdra that has Hurricane too. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But you know, weather tax like limits what mons you can get.
We looked. If you get Pelipper and you draft Cast Form, the tax doesn't matter because it's still 0 point.
I mean, I know some people who are looking at Rain. I mean, it didn't really. I guess you could say it hurt it a little bit, but like all the key factors are able to be drafted.
If I'm being honest with you, I'm always looking at Rain. It doesn't matter if I have a draft one that doesn't have rain on it. I'm always looking at rain.
We know.
That definitely
kind of we know.
I personally don't like weather. I don't know why. I just don't like weather.
Weather
because I never have a problem facing weather.
My problem with weather is I feel like it forces me to play reactively instead of proactively.
Exactly, 100%. That's why it's not my style. I love to play from ahead.
I don't like a Swampert. My thing is, I don't like a foreign weather team. I'm more like a small core.
Like kind of what Tristan did, like where he still had rain on his team, but he also had other options. Like if he didn't want to run rain everywhere.
That's like
so
fine.
Here,
or
let
like
me go get my team from last season.
Like that's fine. Or like what I have in like off season with just like I have like Drill Hippo, but then like the rest of my team, they're like, what's sand? I don't care. I can do my own thing.
See, that's not what I got in last season because basically all my attackers involved sand.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Did not like
you have sand mons that like can play outside of sand. Like they're good. A lot of rain are not good on their own. Like Kingdra, like you want it on rain primarily. Kabutops too. But like
I don't like Max drafted raw Kingdra. I'm pretty sure like 3 times. He just runs like I don't know, like Critcher. He ran like Critcher Rain. I'm like,
Critcher's kind of heat.
It's not that good. Like Kingdra thrives in rain. It's like a tier 4 mon without rain.
I just like having the option, like a core, but like. Say I don't want to bring it, my mon can still do well. Like Escadrille can still do well outside of sand.
I actually had a mini group of.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I had a mini group of rain 2 seasons in a row, and this season I had I still put up with Ludicolo 2 seasons in a row, but then I had Kabutops instead of what I had beforehand, which is just like kind of like an electric type. But then I had actually 2 weather abusers as opposed to just, you know, this thing can hit thunder in the rain now, and it felt a lot better. Because it also forced my opponent to, you know, try to build for needing both special physical for the rain altogether, as opposed to like if he brings the rain, all I need is my special wall.
Yeah, you could bring balance or you could bring rain, and it's kind of tough to build for that because you're basically building for two different teams.
Yeah.
And there's
So I
also the
would-
factor of like I don't even have to bring weather, and my opponent still has to prepare for it.
Exactly. That's why like I don't like a full weather team, but like if I have like weather plus like other options that can still beat that ass, okay, I'm
That's
feeling
what I'm
it.
saying with like Paul's team. Like he's thinking about drafting Sun. Like what if he drafts like a like let's say Torkoal, Venusaur, and like one more like or maybe like a fire type and then like two fire types or something. Like he has like a core of fire, but then he builds around that. I think he could honestly win a lot of games like that. But if he if he drafts all fire and all grass, that's
Yeah.
gonna be really bad.
That's like that's what like Monster's issue. Like he did he committed the Sun and like it screwed him over. Like his first season was horrible.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, like it is even better for Ray because like Rain even has mods now that like can work outside of Ring. Like Zapdos, that mod's like universally good. Like it can do well in Rain now because Hurricane and Thunderbolt like offensively, but it's still good. It can still be good defensively.
I
it
had
can still be a
Zapdos
good
on my
pivot.
team that had the rain last season, and it did fine on its own. So
Well, Zapdos is just a good mon.
exactly.
Like that's what I'm saying. Or even
It
like
gives it more options for teams that it can work.
Tornado T now seems more crazy in Rain, but like it can still work outside of it.
It's good 70% of the time.
Yeah, that's more like 30% of the time for Harris. Anyway.
Okay. Why?
All right,
I also want to say some mons losing return kind of suck. Like Altari losing return, it's kind of
Pinsir.
now.
Mega
It's
Pinsir. I think it hurts Mega Pinsir, but like on the same time, it gets double edge.
Well, you can't
that's
double
what
it with
hurts
quick
as well.
attack though. That's
It's
the
not
problem.
exactly bulky.
Well, and Body Slam, I mean, like, it gives you an extra chance for para. I mean, it
I'm
just
looking
gives you a
over
reason to
return
use it.
sucks, but like you can play it differently. U-turn, close combat, and stuff
Same with
like that.
low bunny, yeah.
Oh
Yeah, but giving it U-turn is a huge plus.
Oh,
Exactly.
U-turn
Okay,
is
I'll
always
take
good.
U-turn close. You can take my return. I got U-turn close combat. You think I need that return? You
It's
think?
it's like bulky psychics or how you switch in, just you turn out. That's 30.
It's like it's like yes, I got my switch in it. I'm out. It's like I'm ahead out. Well, and you know what? And it's not like it's only leaving the battlefield. It's also like getting that damage. Just like take this, usually super effective U-turn as well. It's like well, I'm gonna just go cry. I'm good.
Well, do you guys want to talk about maybe your offensive or defensive MVPs?
I think
Not sure. Like for next season?
Yeah, just like predict a mon that you think could like really go off in this format.
Well, offensively, I definitely can see Latios because that shit's just so good. It's so good now.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can also see. Oh, obviously Mew because Mew's crazy.
Dragon
Like,
Dance you.
Yeah, that's so
Like,
good.
it has so many options now. Like Dragon Dance, it gets like too much to even talk about.
Yeah. If Magirna in the right hand is gonna destroy people.
I think Magirna, if it ends like you said, the right hands. If it gets to the right person, not Ant, it's gonna be really, really good.
I always find it hard for Mega Galade.
So basically, anyone from D1 in this call gets McGearn.
D1 or Mystery, yes sir.
I think anyone that gets Mega Galade is gonna do ridiculous.
Mega Galade always good.
Mega Galade's like instant 500. Like you're gonna go 500 at least.
Dragapult, that's always a consistent mon.
Unless you're
plus like no pursuit. But hold up, Sky would disagree anyways.
I feel like there are a lot of tier 1 or high tiers that are like overhyped. Like Galardarm, I think it's overhyped. I think Zen mode is really good. But like
Zen mode is better than.
What does that do again? I forget. I'm sorry.
Zen mode it becomes
fire type, gets a very big
Dry
speed.
becomes fire, so it's fire ice.
Yeah, it's fire ice. It gets super fast. The only thing is you have to have that like 25%.
It's 165 attack, 135 speed. I believe.
And of course the main thing is like say you don't even get 25%, you can it's the option of like changing up your moves. Like
I mean, in terms of overhyped mons, I think that
I've seen most.
I think Zardex is overrated.
What mon?
Zardex is overrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zardex,
That's
Zardex
fair.
is overrated. I still think in the right hands, though, Zardex just runs hands.
It
Yes,
really
sir.
like there's not a lot that could switch into Dragon and Fire and be okay.
Well, a
but
lot of
it's
Yeah,
people
I
just
feel
run
like
the
it
same
was.
set every week. You know, there's
I
never
feel like
any
it's
people
a
that run
mod that
like
either-
defensive Willow Roost. Like, I think that's a really good set. A lot of people just, you know, they see Zardex and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna click DD. But like, there's so much you can do with that mon.
A few
It's a mod that
seasons ago,
either
I
does
ran.
good or doesn't. Like,
You know, I don't know if this would be like, I don't know if I'll see this a defensive or offensive MVP, but a mon I can see doing really good is Mega Scissor, bro. Like,
No
like I'm
hidden
not
power
even being
fire.
biased.
Yeah.
Like, no hidden power. Like, bro, I and this cut for someone who has success with Mega Scissor already, I had success with it because like it already eats hidden power 5, but with no hidden power 5 to worry about, oh my goodness, that thing about to go off. It's about to go off. You can't stop it. You can't.
I mean,
Not-
I
not
know
in the hands
Jamal,
of East.
I know Jamal and I feel very passionate about not having hidden power since we both lost our playoff matches because of hidden power, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, we out for vengeance this season. He
Oh,
plays
yeah.
he plays Kiwi, we smack him. I'm playing Amanda, I'm smacking her up. No hidden power stopping me this time.
don't remind me.
I think for me, I definitely could see Slowbro because I think that's the obvious one. I think that.
Oh, yeah, that's the obvious
defensive MVP pick. But depending on
I
like
wanna
you said,
say,
who gets Magirna, that's for sure.
Oh, wait,
gonna be my
Galarian
offensive.
Darm. That shit's so good.
Oh, dude,
I'm
it's
not
so
Galarian
great
Darm, I meant
defensively.
Galarian Leeson.
Galarian G.
Oh,
Amazing.
That's the
Like, why'd you say
defensive
Darm?
MVP. My bad.
In other leagues, it's so slept on. It's so good.
Galarian Leeson, so good. That neutralizing gas
What
is
if you
the
draft?
best.
Imagine like, okay, so you're doing your draft right, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna spend 18 points on a Shadow Tag Mon because it's really good ability, and then it doesn't matter.
Galarian Leeson's like, yeah, it's like, whose man is this? Who you trapping? Who?
My poor Doug
Me?
Trio.
I mean, there's also the person that drafts Celesteela. That's always a consistent defensive line, and it's
Oh,
annoying.
I was gonna say Celesteela just
And
because
I was just saying, like, new one. Yo,
I
I'm
hate
good.
Celesteela.
I didn't get to see Cosmic Power Cell still put in work, but I'm guessing he's gonna be busted.
I have not seen it. I've actually really never seen it come to standard.
Yeah, like even in tournaments, we haven't seen it much.
Because okay, yeah, you're setting up your defensive, but like you're not being proactive attacking. Because like
Yeah.
you're just kind of setting it up. I mean, it can work in some settings, but
You had to be committed to the stall of Celesteela if you want to.
If Celesteela got like bulk up, would that be a really good mon?
It would be
Yeah,
broken.
Atomize. I don't want to imagine that.
I think Toxapex is really good this gen because it's a gen of nosy. So
Yeah.
Any wall that people had trouble breaking this gen is gonna be good. Like I think Mana Buzz is on the rise. Like I get it has real promise in OU. I think it has real promise in League even more now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but I'm on dumb fat.
Oh yeah.
I hate man.
I think a
bad.
huge sleeper for defensive MVP. Like this is for like D3s if Steph gets a double again and he ends up going like say
I was like thinking of a low double crazy. That's my guy, Farmer Steven. All right, that's my guy.
like say he goes like 12 and 2 or something like that, and he just like stalls a shit ton of people out where no one can break it. Like I think at that point it has to be defensive MVP, even if it's not like traditionally like a a stall kind of mon.
All right, I'm gonna I want to make a bold prediction for offensive MVP, and I'm not saying it because I'm looking at it, but bro, low key, I can see Reggie still making it.
Offensive or defensive?
No, offensively with body press. I got the cursed body press. What up? What up?
Are you talking about Reggie Field?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Nah, low key.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Just
tell you
low
to get
key.
out. Come on.
Very
now.
low key.
I'm
So
saying-
the key is so low. I can't hear it.
Listen,
That's how
don't
low it
sleep.
is.
I'm just saying, Chris Reggie's still looking nice.
I'm okay for doing this. If no one else is doing this stuff, I will. Corbin, that's definitely going to be.
I think it'll be in the conversation, but Corbinite isn't. I don't know. Is
I
it
don't
just
think
weird?
it'd
It's
be
not
MVP.
amazing.
I don't think it'd be MVP. I think it'd do well.
Corbinite is it just really never dies in matchups. Like
I want
that's
someone to
all.
bring Kois Regis and make it a top.
That's my guy.
My thing with Carbonite is it's amazing in Galar only decks. It's average, above a little bit above average in full decks.
Yeah.
I had it in another league. Like it was a consistent wall, but there's a lot more electric than
It
fire.
doesn't really like do anything. It kind of just is Corviknight. It doesn't have anything like super special. I feel like
It's basically Scarm with pivot. which makes it amazing for me because I
He
love
is really
it.
good, but like I
Yeah.
feel like Skarm, if you're looking for like a more tilted Pokemon, and also doesn't get rocks, it doesn't get spikes.
Yeah, that's huge. If it got
I mean,
rocks,
I
I
don't
think it'd be a
know.
lot
I
better.
definitely like Corviknight better than
Skarm-
Skarmory, but like
I think it's more
for
fun
like
to
the
use.
same reason Nick said, like the just being able to switch out with that, like sitting
No,
in.
U-turn. If Skarm got U-turn, bro, that'd be great.
I just think it has better options for my style. Like it has U-turn, it has
No,
bulk
that's
up.
fair. I understand. I think
Press.
I agree with that personally.
Yeah.
I think maybe Skarm is still just a little bit better.
Oh wait. Oh, hold on. I forgot to mention Amon. I don't know where it would fit in, but the Rotoms. Hold up, especially Rotom Heat. That shit about to go
The Rotoms
crazy.
went crazy.
Yeah, I think the
Ooh.
Rotoms with Nasty Plot
They
now
really
definitely have a
did.
chance.
Nasty
You know,
Plot.
is it
I mean,
crazy to say like
obviously,
Rotom Heat
Rotom
ends up with like
defensive
18
MVP.
kills?
No, I can see. I depend
Oh, yeah,
on the Rotom.
Mhm.
I think Clef is a place for defensive MVP. Which
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Well, Vaughn,
Wait.
Clef.
Clef.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can also see Seismic Toad, obviously, because no random hidden power grass. We love to see it.
I think Gliscor is another one too.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Man, I can
think
low-key see that being offensively too.
I think underrated Mon IMO is Crocodile
Crook
For
is
offense or
sweet.
defense
I love
or
using
just
that
both?
Mon.
for offensive. Offensive Mon.
Yeah, I
Me
like
and
yeah,
James were
plus-
talking about
Close
that earlier.
combat. They got close.
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
close
I
yeah,
love
combat.
Pokemon.
Yeah, and also
Yeah,
with Darkest
Black Hole.
Lariat. So, like, say a Reed was set up like an Iron Defense, you can just Darkest Lariat and ignore.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Darkest Lariat is super underrated. That was a good move.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
helps
Oh
Cook
yeah,
be a little bit of a
I know
spell
it is.
breaker.
I was spamming that with
It makes up for the
Pangoro.
magic punishment. Thank you, Game 3.
All right, I think we can just end it up with maybe some picks for division winners and maybe some playoff predictions.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Anyone want to go first, or I can take it?
You go
Me
first.
the
All right.
host.
I'll pick Ace for the winner of moving down to D3.
Yeah, obviously Ace is going to D3. Ace, I hope you're listening to this, and you gain some confidence and you want to beat me. All right, please do something. I'm gonna take Nick to win D1 because I don't want to see Jake win it. Obviously, I'm not picking against myself, but I think it'll be me and James in D2 finals, and then D3. I'm still gonna pick my boy, my son Theo. And yeah, that's
All
it.
right, for me, seeing who can win D1, I'll probably say either Nick or Harris. I don't know.
Can you not put the pressure on me, man? I have one goal this season. You
No, that's
already
what
know
I'm
it.
saying. No, I'm putting the pressure on so then you don't win, and then I win.
You're gonna be playoff. Do I have to pull up our records?
Calm down. It's
That's
closer
kind of
than I
crazy. Hold
thought.
up.
It's close. Nah, but I'll say either Nick or Harris. I don't know, bro. Harris. I've been talking. I don't know. He sounds kind of serious. Hold up, it may be a season. But I'm mostly getting a busted mind. But anyways, and then see the people who drop for D1. If I gotta choose, please be Kiwi. I don't care who the second one is. I just want Kiwi. Kiwi is someone else. I'm tired of this. D2.
Oh, you're not done. I'm sorry.
Oh no, what are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna do mine. I didn't realize you weren't done.
Okay, yeah, D2. Yeah, I can see my boy Mystery winning. After
sir.
last season, I can see the fire. He's ready.
I gotta get a ring. I really gotta get a ring.
Exactly. But at
After
the
that
same
flinch
time,
with Excadrill,
if it's not Misty that wins, I can see Noah. Like Noah been on the grind,
Really?
bro. It's
Okay,
coming
that's
soon.
ballsy. All right.
The title coming soon for him, but I believe.
To be honest, I'd be okay with losing to Noah. Like, he's just a good dude. Every time I've talked to him, really
He's so
nothing but
like
good things.
I
Such a
want to
good
see
guy.
him just get that title. He been on the grind, and then people for dropping Anadays.
I mean, was it even a question?
Like if it's not one of those two.
Okay,
I don't know.
I think maybe not Ace, but if Ant doesn't drop, I will be genuinely shocked.
I mean, I could see
think
him not
Ant's
being like the
there
last.
too.
I could see him hovering around like 4
If
wins.
Ace like gets confidence, okay,
If
then
Ace is
he's not
confidence, he's
dropping.
making it to the top. He might not
Exactly.
win. But
I could see him winning
he's
like
going
7
for it.
games, 8 games, but
Exactly, I
he's
can
gotta
see him
he's
doing
gotta
well
like
if he gets
try
that
and believe in
confidence.
himself.
If he gets like, you know what, I'm serious. I want to beat that ass.
I think like
then
in
I
the
can see
current
it.
situation, it's too much for him to do in one season. But I think he can definitely make a big like leap in his ability this season.
No, I believe in Ace. He was confident enough to bring all defensive mons.
Yeah, he ran max HP, max defense against every single one of Theo's mons in off season. What a beast!
He also never brings power ups in the square.
Wrong. I don't
That's
understand.
confident.
But yeah, and then for D3, you know, Theo, you cool, but nah, there's no way I'm not cheering for my boy Mies. Let's go, he winning. That's my guy, he winning. There we go. That's all. That's my predictions.
Okay.
All right. So, for me, I gotta say, I've got very similar sentiments as Mystery. I'd be happy with Mystery or James winning. Personally, I'd rather have Mystery win because I think he's been. It's very unfortunate we had to face off in last season's.
Yeah, I would have loved
before
it
we
to
got to
finals,
Grands.
but...
I would have much rather won that game in Grands than in the first round of playoffs. But anyways, I think I would rather you win because I think you are gonna work as hard as you can. You're gonna be the hardest working person in D2.
Yeah.
But and then I want Theo to win D3. Although I'd be very happy with. I think Paul's better than anyone else thinks he is. I think he's making a comeback. I've talked to him all the time, so I guess.
I mean, I would like to see Paul do well.
I really hope Paul makes the playoffs. He's another good guy.
I think he's been putting up a lot more of an effort, and he's been showing his abilities better in off season. And I think that if he drafts Pokemon that are good for him, he can make something happen.
Plus, I gotta hope Paul does go. He has ways again. I gotta hope he does go.
Listen, Jamal. If you don't win next season, listen. I'm gonna have to make the Fairly Odd Parents meme with Timmy's dad trophy room. It's be like, this is where I put my FBL trophies if I had. I'm making those for you.
Bro,
You gotta win this year.
Listen, if I get the mega I want, it's over. I'm not losing.
Great, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it.
So is that who you're taking to win D1?
Yes, Jamal's winning D1.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I get
Nick,
the mega, it's over. I'm not losing with that busted mega. You got hacks me.
Alright, I'll go. Obviously, I'm not gonna pick against myself. I don't have the confidence to say I'm gonna win right now. I'm gonna say if Kyle can get over his fear of playing Harris, he'll win.
I'm not scared of pressing Harris.
Bro, you get bodied every time you play Harris, except that one time.
But that doesn't mean I'm scared of him.
Yeah, but it's more of like a mental
roadblock.
Yeah. I really think like Harris could win, Jamal could win.
Anyone but
Amanda,
Jake.
I'm feeling myself. Amanda wins.
Wow.
D2, like I said, D2 is wide open. I would say my front runner is Mystery. I'm gonna say don't sleep on Tim though. I don't think Tim is gonna win, but I say don't sleep on him.
I agree.
I forgot about Tim. I think I agree. Tim can do some stuff.
If Tim gets the right team that he's comfortable with, he'll be fine. D3, I gotta go with my boy Mies. If he pulls it together, and plays how he used to, he'll win. If he doesn't, I'll go with Theo then. Theo, don't lose.
Bro, Theo Mies like D3 finals would actually be pretty fucking heat. Not gonna lie.
I also think Steph has a chance, but like it's Steph. Steph, like he cares if he wins or loses, but like he's mostly having fun.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
See,
also, it feels like he likes to. He doesn't really like change his team ever.
Yeah, he runs.
See, Steph's like Ace, but he doesn't.
Remember,
get
he
the
didn't
press
bring
at
Barraskewda
the
against
end.
my sand team last time. Change something there.
Steph doesn't get the press about
Listen, we don't talk about that, okay? All we talk about is Farmer Steven. There we go.
Yes, sir.
Theo, you want to go next?
His big
That
dub.
big dub, bro. I swear, ever since that season, I've been inspired to use doubles. I swear, one of these days, I'm never sleeping on that mod.
That's a good one. Theo, you want to go next?
Oh yeah. Since I feel like it's wrong to always pick yourself, I don't want to say I'm going to win D3, but I also don't know enough about most of the other people there. Because I don't know most of them.
I mean, you can always say me, man, too.
I mean, we definitely could have did like a rundown of all the players, maybe like next episode or something.
Yeah, well, I think we'll go through that like with the drafts. Like the next episode, I really want
with
to go
the
through people's
drafts. I
drafts,
think
and we'll talk
after we
about
get all
the people
the
and their
drafts, we can do a
playstyles.
rundown.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Sounds great.
See, all I know is I have James as winning pre-draft, but I saw that he lost to a Clink Clang, so I revoked that.
Jake,
Come
with a Clink Clang.
I could see it going to Steph or Paul.
I hope
Because
Paul.
Paul has
If
been able to
it's
come up
not
with
you, I
Steph's
hope it's Paul.
That's pretty good. And then you guys all say Mies is pretty good, so. throw that there. Sheeps gets regulated, obviously. So whatever the 4th division is going to be next year.
Just to put things in perspective, I have negative record on these.
Wow. Okay.
D2, I'm going to go with Mystery winning, but I could see it being, I don't know, I could see like a few other people at least getting close. And Mystery
D2
just
is
having a
so
better
up in
record.
the air. It is very. So many people could win, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
That's the
D2
hardest
should
one to
have been
beat.
the most interesting. Like, I can see anyone win. I can see anyone like going down. It just depends on how everybody plays this season.
I think Noah is the biggest wild card. I'm gonna put that out there for sure.
And
Like,
then
he's the wild card.
Yeah.
Noah's definitely the dark horse for this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then in the D1, based on what I know, it could go to like 1 of 5 people.
Being.
For the
Yeah.
five.
Nick,
Yes,
Jamal, Jake, Kyle Harris. But I don't think Jake, because you guys all want him to lose, so I think you guys would sweat extra hard against him.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I
Yes,
will say
sir.
this. In Jake's 2 championships runs he's had the last 2 seasons, he has not faced me. Every
Okay.
time I have faced in the playoffs, I've beat him.
All right. He's putting it
And I
out
will-
there.
I will keep that streak alive this season if we play in playoffs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Kyle, how about you go next?
I'll go next.
Yep.
If it ain't my season, I think this is next season. Most definitely, I think it's next season. D2, definitely Mystery. He's probably the most consistent player in D2. If not, probably Tim.
Okay.
Back then. And D3, people in D3, so I guess Theo.
So I don't know anyone.
Kyle's like, I don't know D3.
No, I really don't.
I got women's division.
Oh, yeah.
All right. James, you want
James,
to
you
go
want to
next?
make
Hmm?
you want to make predictions?
Your D1 through 3 predictions.
For D1, I mean, I don't know all about all of you guys, but I've been kind of listening to all of you talking and know you everything, your play styles and stuff like that. And I think if this is the year, I think this is the year for Jamal if he's gonna go all the way with it. Just because I think that he's gonna work his blood, sweat, and tears, all of it. I think a lot of people are. I think it'll be very competitive, and I think that for D1, Jamal, if he can keep his head straight with some of those playoff games and not second guess himself, I think he can pull it all the way through.
All right. D2.
D2, well, of course, there's Mystery. I think everybody's going to be picking Mystery this year.
Wow.
I think there's like you guys were saying, there's a lot of people in there that could make. I don't know a lot of people in D2, so I'm not going to tell you. I know Monster is pretty good. I played against him. I'm trash. We're just going to put that out there. So
That's cap.
Big cap.
Big cap.
I think Noah and Tim are going to be good. I think Will might be. I think Noah and Tim, I think, are going to make playoffs pretty easily in this division. And then I think that Will might be a wild card that might make it a couple rounds. Maybe I don't see him going all the way, and I don't see him going like maybe super deep into playoffs, but like
Winning
maybe
around.
like a first round win or something like that. I could see maybe Will going with that. With D3, I think it's mainly like I don't know Mies, I don't know the other James, so I'm not sure about their play styles. But from what I'm seeing, I'm pretty confident in Theo's abilities, and I'm pretty confident that if Theo can get some good builds in, I think Theo can make a pretty good run. I mean, he is the woman of the women's division, so
Yes, sir.
I can
Resident woman.
Resident woman.
All right, Harris, it
And then
leaves you.
I think Paul. Oh wait, sorry.
Oh no,
Never
no,
mind.
you can finish up. My bad.
I was just gonna say, I know me and Tristan been saying it, but I really like Paul's capabilities, and I think he's been learning. I don't see him going. Like I said, it's kind of the same thing with Paul. I see him. I can think he can make playoffs if he puts his mind to it and actually like works for it. I think he can make it, maybe 1 or 2 rounds in playoffs.
For sure. All right, Harris.
Okay, so in terms of one draft, I'm not saying I'm going to win. Well, one Pokemon the game to anyone to be anyone, and the odds are. But there are also like a lot of fairly consistent people that are just really good. Like I respect Kyle, I respect Nick, I respect Jim. Jake is a player too. But in terms of who I think, probably Kyle or Nick, just because they have like really high ceilings. Pretty good outplaying potential in general. If not, obviously, I'm rooting for Jamal. But I'm gonna say Kyler Nick.
Okay.
For D2, I don't know. D2's kind of weird. Everyone, I feel like anyone can really make playoffs, and like D1 is just kind of like the most. No one really stands out.
Especially Ant.
I think
That's like the one guy I'm saying probably won't.
probably have to give it to Mitch. Probably have to either give it to Mitch.
He came off mute for that.
I think Will is actually fairly solid, in my opinion. He just needs to start making plays.
So,
and I
was
feel
your
like
pick?
be more
He
proactive.
said you, but you can see Will.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Mystery is obviously pretty good as long as he doesn't face a Gen 8 Pokemon. Cough.
Well, that's kind of great. Hold up. All right. You make one mistake, you're like, this mon gets this, and you get labeled for life. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the harassment.
One question.
Or if nothing comes down to a 30% chance, like a Flinch Herber.
That's kind of
Not even gender related, so you should get it right.
Yeah, and then obviously I think. Well, I don't think Noah will win, but I think he'll make a
good run. Okay.
Yeah, and then D3. Okay, this is kind of hard. I don't really know me. Can't really say. Steph. Nah, Steph will just have fun. I'm gonna probably give it to either Theo or Paul, just because he beat the dude who's being most too.
That's what I'm saying. Look at that. He beat Mystery in offseason.
So yeah,
beat Mystery in offseason.
Paul too.
True.
But I don't know. It depends on Paul's team a lot too, because like
I
if Paul
garbage,
he didn't. But
I just want to add one thing since he literally never got brought up. And this is gonna sound the most biased for me, but fuck it, bro. Don't sleep on Keegan. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Yeah.
don't sleep on Keegan.
All right, drop the caps in the chat. Drop the caps in the chat.
Joking.
Sorry, bro, dog.
Nah, I'm messing, but like, bro.
That's why I got a hail team.
Keegan is so weird. As a player, I just wanted to bring him up. It's like, if he tries, I can actually see him do well, but most of the time he doesn't. So he could be in the middle. I don't think he's going to get demoted. I think he'll be in the middle. I just wanted to bring him up.
Like a fringe playoff team for most of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I could, see him, barely making playoffs, but it wouldn't be because of his skill. It would be because, he got lucky.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, anything else you guys want to add before we end it off? It's been over an hour already. It's kind of crazy.
Been over
Yeah.
Been over an hour.
The last thing I'm gonna say is, you guys notice Jamal's literally the people's champ every season. It's like, yo, Jamal's gonna win. Jamal's gonna win. I want you guys to know, Jamal can't even be in his own head because I'm in Jamal's head.
Call outs. Hold up. Week one? Hold
That's
up.
crazy.
If we play week 1 again, it's gonna be 0-0 again.
Yes, sir, you hit it.
They did 0-0 tie win in Nick's favor last season.
I don't even care. That was funny. But now listen.
That was hilarious.
That was not funny. That was not funny. You got like 3 para hacks.
Nah, that's why I got Grimstar. There's a reason.
I'm gonna just put something out there. Robert, I hope you're listening. I don't think you will be because you're a bitch, but if you are, I'm coming to D1 next year, all right? I hope you're there because I'm going
cut
to...
out right in the middle.
Okay, well, it won't cut off for the recording, so you'll just have to listen to it here, all right? I will beat your fucking ass. I will 6-0 you. I will do everything in my power to make sure you fucking cry. I hate you, and I hope you die.
I hope this video's getting removed.
Bro, no, it's already an hour in. Like, YouTube ain't listening that far. They got like 30 seconds.
Nah, but yeah, listen, one day, I'll win for the fans.
It's gonna be a good season. That's all I can say.
Yeah. If I don't win, but it's before we get to the double digits, I'm gonna cry. I swear.
Yeah, me and Jamal need a ring. Me and Jamal really need a ring.
I need this badly, bro. If I get the maker I want and still lose to not anything but hacks.
No, I'm saying this right now. Because this is going live after the draft. Jamal has talked all this shit saying Megalodios is busted. He gets this and flops with it. I am never going to stop talking shit on him.
Bro, but if I don't win... It's only if I lose the hacks, alright, cool. I don't get shit on. If I lose to anything else, I'm going to fucking cry. You don't understand. I'm just like, how did this busted one not carry me? Especially with the new moves. If I lose, I'm just ass, bro. Just send me the J3, please.
Put him with the rest of the women.
Don't even send me to D2. Send me to D3, please.
No, we need Hunt Juniors D4.
Someone can take my spot, bro.
You're making it D5 for just people that disappear off the face of
Wow. All
Nah,
right.
I swear.
Anything else anyone wants to say?
I'm good.
All right. I think we're going to wrap up the first episode of the FBL podcast. Make sure to subscribe, all the basic shit. I'm not going to bore you. Have yourselves a nice day. But above all else, keep it shady.